Hi guys, it's Matthew here. Welcome back to another video on my channel today. Today in this episode, guys, we are going to be talking about the MCU and what has been going on recently in the works as of right now. So since we've been getting a lot of updates over the years, I thought it might be fun to talk about these movies for a little bit. I apologize for the light there because my room light is so bright and I'm still trying to work on it a little bit, as a matter of fact, but try to ignore that the best you can, and I'll try to stay out of it so it doesn't get your attention, as a matter of fact. But so yeah, guys, so yeah, that is what I'm going to be doing here today in this video. Be sure to share what you're most excited for, in the MCU in the comment section down below, as a matter of fact. And those of you guys that are new to the channel, I do more than just movies and physical media related stuff. I also do video games, and I also do Lego related stuff. So if anything like that is if you like to watch anything like that on YouTube, make sure you go check out my channel, because there will be something in there for you guys that you will enjoy, as a matter of fact. And be sure to share this video with your friends and click like on this video and hit that red subscribe button, but most importantly, press that notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. And those of you guys that are not new to the channel, if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you go subscribe right after this video, guys. But without further ado, guys, enjoy the video. Let's get started. So I want to talk about what we're gonna get next year first. I'm sure there will be a third MCU movie soon that will be coming out in 2025, because usually we get like 3 MCU movies a year. Well, that's what we've been getting for the past couple of years, but that hasn't been the case here. Because what's confirmed on what we're getting next year is Captain America: Brave New World and the Thunderbolts movie. So yes, Captain America: Brave New World, I am really pumped for, and I mean, I am seriously pumped for this movie, as a matter of fact. And my reasoning because of that is because we are welcoming our next Captain America into the MCU, because Steve Rogers gave up the shield. Like, I didn't think that, I was worried that this movie wasn't gonna be that good. And I think I did a video about it last year. I think it was last year. I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but yes, because if you guys did see Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and obviously all of you should know, right? All of you should know that at the end of the Avengers Endgame, Captain America, aka Steve Rogers, gave up the shield, and then our new Captain America was introduced in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But then Sam Wilson, which is Falcon, he controlled the shield, and he started to become the next Captain America. So I think, and just by looking at this trailer, I'm starting to appreciate Falcon and the Winter Soldier more, because I thought that show was absolutely necessary, because Falcon takes over the shield, and it looks like he is going to become our new Captain America, and I'm really pumped for that. And the next movie that we're getting next year in the MCU is the Thunderbolts movie. To be honest, I have not really talked about this movie that much at all, because this is a new MCU movie that is in the works. But when I heard that Black Widow's sister Arena is going to be returning, and then David Harbour's character in Black Widow, I can't remember his name right offhand. And when I heard Bucky, when I heard all three of those characters were going together in an MCU movie, I'm all like, heck yeah, count me in there, because I want to see if Arena is going to become the next Black Widow. And I think that's our next big question, character-wise, because after Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it wasn't confirmed who was going to become the next Captain America, and I think what's confirmed is that Falcon is going to be the next Captain America, and then I think the case with Arena is that she's going to become the next Black Widow. So I feel like that is my prediction with Arena. I think she's going to become the next Black Widow of the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. I don't know in particular what this movie is about, but I just know Bucky's coming back, and he's probably like one of the best side characters in the MCU, in my opinion. And I'm just excited to see David Harbour's character and Arena come back into the MCU, as a matter of fact. But the next one I really want to talk about is the sequel to Shang-Chi. So apparently they do have a sequel in development for Shang-Chi, and I think that that's pretty necessary, because we haven't seen a lot of Shang-Chi lately. Like his last appearance was in the Shang-Chi movie, obviously, that they did back in Phase 4, and we haven't seen him since. So I was curious if they were gonna do a sequel, or if his next appearance was going to be in one of the upcoming Avengers movies. But this is another movie that we don't really have much information about, and we don't really have like a plot for this movie. But this movie has been announced, and I'm not so sure if they have started filming this movie, but I hope we get more updates on it soon, because I'm excited to see where Shang-Chi is at in the MCU. So now I want to talk about the elephant in the room right now. And yes, this is the elephant in the room. Am I pumped for these two Avengers movies? Yes, I am. Because I'm excited to see all the Avengers come back together. That's what I'm most excited to see. But I think with the two Avengers movies, they've kind of gone down a little bit for some people to get excited for. Because the next Avengers movie was supposed to be called Kane Dynasty, and then the one after that was supposed to be called Avengers Secret Wars. But Avengers King Dynasty decided to not have Kane in it, and they decided to bring in Doomsday, because that's a character in the Marvel Universe and in the MCU that people have been asking for, from what I've heard. And I heard Robert Downey Jr. is going to be playing Doctor Doom, and this movie, this one is going to be called Avengers Doomsday from now on, and the one after that is supposed to be called Avengers Secret Wars. And I heard, and when they announced both of these movies, I actually heard we were supposed to be getting them in the same exact year. But because there was some controversy going on and they chose to change Avengers Kang Dynasty. They postponed that one. Well, it's called Avengers Doomsday now. We're having that one coming out in 2026. And then the year after that, 2027, we're going to be getting Avengers Secret Wars. And in that case, this just makes me more curious. Are both of these movies going to get delayed again? And the big major question is, are both of these movies going to reach $1 billion? Because literally all 4 of the Avengers movies have reached the $1 billion club. And I'm not kidding. And out of all 4 of those movies, Avengers Endgame grossed the highest amount of money. And I think what concerns most people about both of these movies is that they don't really have like a full Avengers team now. And I get that. But a lot, and I mean a lot of the Avengers are still around, because Thor is still around. The Guardians of the Galaxy are around. I don't know if all of the Guardians of the Galaxy would return, but if you guys do remember, after the second post-credit scene in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, it did say Peter Quill will return. And then in Thor Love and Thunder, it also said Thor will return. And Doctor Strange is probably gonna return as well. But the issue is I think what these next couple of MCU movies are gonna do is that they're gonna introduce like some new superheroes, or they're gonna bring back some of the older heroes that were in the original 3 phases for the MCU, and they're gonna develop on those characters a little bit more of where they're at now, and then they'll probably return in both of these Avengers movies. But that is just my prediction. Because technically, yes, as of right now, none of these superheroes look like they're going to become a team in an Avengers movies. So I think what's absolutely necessary is for some more superheroes to get developed, and we see where all of our original heroes are at after the Infinity Saga. So I think that those two things truly need to happen since the Infinity Saga ended. But what I'm also most excited for is Spider-Man 4. So now, this movie in particular, I think is necessary, because I feel like the world that Peter got ended up in at the end of No Way Home, I feel like somehow he's gonna break out of that world that he ended up in, and I feel like he's gonna go back. Him and MJ are gonna get back together, and same thing with Ned. I feel like there is a huge possibility that Spider-Man, aka Peter Parker, is gonna break out where he ended up, and he's gonna get his friends back, and they're gonna remember him. That is what I want in this movie. I don't know how many of you guys would agree with me on that, but that is what I'm hoping that would happen, as that will happen as a matter of fact. But some of the other projects that we have in the MCU is ones like the Fantastic Four movie. So now this movie, I'm kind of on the borderlines on if this movie is going to be good or not, because I've never been. I wasn't real crazy about the Fantastic Four movies that they made. I haven't watched any of them in a long time. I probably should get my thoughts across better. But originally, I actually heard not a lot of people have liked any of the Fantastic Four movies that they made. So I feel like this movie will flop. There's a little bit of a possibility that it will, but there's also a possibility that it will not, because this is the Fantastic Four movie, and it's gonna be a part of the MCU, in my opinion. But yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm not excited. I wouldn't say that I'm like not excited for this movie, but this is one I'm definitely on the fence, and this one is up in the air for me, because I'm not so sure if this movie will be good or not. But then there's these other two projects that we have in the works, like Ironheart and Vision Quest. I'm done with Vision, people. I don't know why we are getting, why they keep bringing Vision back, because he specifically died. He specifically died in Avengers Infinity War, because Thanos took the stone out of his head and he died. I mean, WandaVision, well, I didn't think was a bad show. I actually kind of liked the whole idea that that they brought Wanda back after Avengers Endgame, and she and they showed her living a possible life with Vision. I thought that was good. I thought that was a decent concept. But then they do Vision Quest. And the issue with this is that there's a white Vision now, and I'm all like, why are they creating another Vision? Vision is like one of the lamest Marvel superheroes out there. And I do say lame about Vision, and my reasoning because of that is because I think he's weak in many different ways. Because he has an Infinity Stone in his forehead and he doesn't really use it. Like right before Thanos took it out of him, he could have easily just zapped Thanos, but he didn't. He just let Thanos kill him, and then he got the last stone, and then snapped his fingers, and everybody faded away. In particular, yes, I do think this show is not necessary. I think they need to leave Vision alone. He's dead. they showed his possible life with Wanda, and I think I think they just need to bring back Wanda and not do anything else around Vision at all. I do not think that that's necessary. But then getting into the Ironheart series, this is another case scenario. Iron Man's dead. What else can they do? Why are they not leaving Iron Man alone? Iron Man is dead. And I feel like with this show in particular, it's going to be about War Machine, and he's going to become like the next Iron Man. Now, I mean, if this show was like a prequel or like a sequel to like one of the Iron Man movies, I can totally accept that. But as of right now, nothing's really confirmed, but I would say it's very unlikely that it's going to be taking place around Iron Man and Iron Man 2 because when the original timeline came out, you're supposed to watch Captain America, the First Avenger first, and then Captain Marvel, and then I think you're supposed to watch The Incredible Hulk next, but I could be wrong with that. But then after The Incredible Hulk, you have the first Iron Man, and then after that you're supposed to watch the second Iron Man. But I doubt it's gonna be around that area in the MCU timeline. So I feel like this show is gonna be about War Machine. So unless they do the same thing like they did with Sam Wilson, like they did Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they showed our possibly future Captain America, but then he turned out he wasn't because Falcon started controlling the shield, and then as of right now, he's going to become the next Captain America. So if this show can set up War Machine becoming like the next Iron Man, and if they can do like an Iron Man 4, I could probably get near the hype of this show. But as of right now, we don't really know what the show is about, and there's no confirmation on what this show is going to be about either. So as of right now, I feel like this show is going to end up being a dud. But I possibly could be wrong. It could be a good show, but as of right now, I'm kind of leaning towards the no. Just because of what we got going on in the MCU right now. But now what's really scratching my head is that we have like 3 projects around Black Panther and the Black Panther characters. Like, I heard that there's going to be a Wakanda series, and then there's going to be like an animation Black Wakanda series as well. And then there's going to be one of them is going to be a live action Wakanda series, and then the other one is going to be called In the Eyes of Wakanda. And then the other one, it's kind of just based around Shuri. And I'm like, why are you announcing 3 projects next to Black Panther, surrounding Black Panther? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Yeah, we had the first Black Panther in the Infinity Saga, and then ending Phase 4, we got Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and Chadwick Boseman passed away, and so they had to kill his character off. But then his sister became the next Black Panther. So I feel like that's all they needed to do. And then she would come back in the next Avengers movie, since we got one in the works. And I felt like that was the case on why they did another Black Panther. So they can set up the next Black Panther, and so the next Black Panther can be ready to be in the next Avengers movies. But they just decided to make 3 different projects based around the characters from Black Panther. And this is another case scenario. Why are you making these? Like, lots of people are gonna say why when you just announce it and you have no additional information on why you're making these. That was my case scenario with Ironheart and Vision Quest. Like, why did you decide to make those shows and then announce them when you have literally no additional information at all, and it's just completely bland because lots of people because as of right now, a lot of people should think they should just step away from those characters from now on, because Vision's dead and Iron Man is dead. I mean, I have said before, after Gamora came back, I said if Iron Man, Vision, or Black Widow were to come back, because those were the other 3 superheroes that died during the events of Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. I said if one of those 3 is more likely to come back after Gamora did, I said Iron Man is probably more likely to come back, because we never see his eyes close, and his death didn't seem pretty fatal. But if you look at Vision, that stone was connected to his head and in his brain. So I think Vision is definitely gone for good. And so his death was pretty fatal, and Black Widow, well, we never get to see her body or her eyes closed. So I am making a point there. But if you actually think about it, in that when she died, her and Hawkeye used the time machine to travel in that area to get to the so they could get the last Infinity Stone. But then Black Widow sacrificed herself so Hawkeye can get out of there alive. But then all we see is Black Widow just fall to the ground. But even though we don't see a body, her death also, in my personal opinion, seemed pretty fatal to me, because she died why they traveled back in time. And because she died why they traveled back in time, I just don't ever see her coming back if she specifically died in the past when they time traveled. But yes. Yes, with that said, I am shocked as of right now that they're not deciding to bring Iron Man back and just have Robert Downey Jr. play the main villain in the next Avengers movie. Like, I even heard that Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars, as of right now, I actually heard the both of those movies are going to be a 2-parter, just like Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame were. So yeah, guys. I think that's all I have to say about the updates that are going on in the MCU right now and the controversy that fans are going to be having, as a matter of fact. But yeah, I hope a good chunk of these MCU projects stick the landing, and the ones that I said are not excited for or I feel like are just gonna flop, I hope at least like one or two, possibly even three of them might surprise me. But yeah, some of these projects I'm really excited for. A couple of them I'm kind of on the fence about, but and then there's a whole nother portion that I'm all like, I'm not really excited for them that much. But so yeah, guys, be sure to share your thoughts down below in the comment section on what's going on with the MCU right now, and also be sure to share what you're most excited for and what you're not that excited for, as a matter of fact. But so yeah, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video, as a matter of fact. I hope we get more updates on all of these movies in the next couple of months, as a matter of fact, or possibly when not Avengers, or when Captain America Brave New World comes out. So yeah, guys, if you are new to the channel, I do more than just movies and physical media related content. I also play video games and I do Lego related stuff. So if you like to watch any of that stuff here on YouTube, make sure you go check out my channel, because there will definitely be something in there that you will enjoy, as a matter of fact. And be sure you click like on this video, share this video with your friends, and hit that red subscribe button. But most importantly, press the notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. And those of you guys that are not new to the channel, and if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you go subscribe right after this video, guys. But without any further ado, guys, I'm going to go get ready back to more videos, because more videos are on the way sooner rather than later, as a matter of fact. But with that said, though, guys, take care, drink water, and stay safe, and I will see you all in the very next video. Bye!